It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer with a disco theme in mind. This is Turning Point Brew Co. And this is the Disco King American Pale Ale. It's coming in at 5.1% ABV. You've got your disco ball kind of artwork all over the front of the can there. Pinks and yellows and whites, and yeah, this has got a good summer vibe about it. This was one of the beers that has been released into ASDA as of April 2024. And I looked at this and I thought, oh, that's a new one. Pick it up, put it in my trolley straight away. Now, I go months and months and months without trying Brewery's beers, sometimes years. So I'm about to say, I don't think I've had anything from Turning Point before, but I'm hesitant in saying that because I think I have. I've definitely heard of them. I might have reviewed one of their beers in the past. Let me know in the comments box if I have or not. I review so many beers from so many different breweries, it's impossible to remember them all. Our flagship pale ale and bestseller, Disco King, is all about big American hop flavour, a real juicy little disco of a beer, suitable for vegans. Now, I'm going to get this out. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. But I just want to commend ASDA on this recent beer release, because the beers I've had so far, they've been really good. They've been really, really good. Now, you might have seen my slightly frustrated supermarket beer video from a couple of months ago, where Tesco did the same thing. They brought out a range of beer, and my goodness me, they were so boring. They were so boring. It was so like, ugh. Get back to that in a moment. I want to show you the beer first and foremost. 1 to 2 finger, white head. Good levels of carbonation rising up the side of the glass. We have a nice hazy, light amber coloured beer here. Doesn't that look good? Doesn't that look good? Aroma. Yeah, nice and hoppy. Passion fruit, mango. A little bit of greenhouse. Do you know when you open the doors of a greenhouse and you go in and you can smell tomatoes and vegetables? A little bit of a greenhouse aroma to it. Organic aromas. Yeah, it smells pretty good. Pretty good. We'll get back to the ASDA and the Tesco's and all the supermarket conversation in a moment. Let's stick to what we do best though. Let's do the beer review first and foremost. Good head retention, good carbonation. Let's get the aroma. Yeah. Bit of passion fruit, bit of mango, bit of lemon, bit of grapefruit. There is a slight concern with opening the greenhouse doors and smelling some tomatoes and vegetables and whatnot, but all is in the tasting. Let's get in. Cheers, everybody. None of it in the taste. Thank goodness. None of it in the taste. Actually, it's a really well-rounded pale ale. New World, yes. Dare I say it? New England pale ale, yes. But that's no bad thing. Lots of people drink it. Lots of people enjoy it. I struggle a little bit with this style. There's just been so much of it about that I find this style all... I'm going to be careful what I say here because this is an individual. This is quite different in terms of New England IPA, New England Pale Ale, New World Pale Ale, American Pale Ale, because it does have some really nice flavours to it. It's really refreshing. It's got a really lovely mouthfeel. Flavours are kind of passion fruit, mango, grapefruit, orange peel, like your soft stone fruit flavours coming through. A little bit kind of, I always find these beers have like the slightest bit of sourness to them. A little bit of a sour flavour coming through, only very slight. And then a little bit of bitterness on the back end. Great drinkability, carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. It's a pretty decent pale ale. So these beers, you can pick them up in ASDA at the moment. They're 4 for $3. So you buy 4 cans, you pay for 3, you get 1 free. They're £3 each. So if you're to buy one of these beers on its own, is £3. You buy 4, you get that third free. It works out at about £2.25 a can. So if you're buying 4 other cans, maybe one of these, definitely worth your money. Definitely worth your money. Great drinkability. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's hard. I mean, it's hard for these breweries to produce a beer of this quality for that price point. I think we're kind of over the hop shortages of the last few years. I think the hop farmers, the hop growers are now catching up because we had a big explosion of breweries. The big explosion of breweries meant that the hop farmers couldn't... It takes 5 years for a hop plant to fully develop, to start making money for the farmer, to start making enough hops to go around. So we went through these kind of like hop shortages about 5-6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago now. The farmers have had time to adapt, the farmers have had time to plant and mature their hop plants. So I think we're kind of we're starting to put that hop crisis behind us, which is very good. So we're probably going to see over the next few years a lot more beers like this that can now start to come in at the £2.25 price point, where it's quite cheap, it's quite good value for money. The brewers are not struggling to find hops anymore, because that was a major problem, in that we started to see all these pineapple infused beers and these mango infused beers and these ice cream beers and all these other things over the last few years. That's only down to hop shortage. Only down to hop shortage. So going forward, hopefully we can see a lot more beers like this that are fantastic. It's a really good beer at a really good price point. Hopefully we can see more of that in the future. Going back very quickly to my Tesco and my ASDA and my Morrison's and my Sainsbury's kind of like talk on supermarket beer. Yes, a couple of months ago I did hit a point where I was really bored. Most of you people who watch all of the time, you'll get that. You would have watched the video. I think it was the Conway New England IPA where it was just like, I literally can't do this anymore. They're all so much the same. They're all so blooming samey. Well, I went on then to drink a lot of German beer. A lot of stouts, a lot of porters. I tried to ignore the New England IPAs as much as I could. Certainly the supermarket New England IPAs. And I found that, of course, if you have a break from something long enough, then you learn to love it all over again. I still think I would struggle with some of the Tesco New England IPAs. They are all very samey. So going back to ASDA, ASDA have really brought out a range of beers here that are really good. They're really quite good. I've not had a bad one at the moment. The Stone IPA was good, classic American beer. The Magic Rock Wheat Pale Ale thing, that was good. This from Turning Point, very, very good beer. So I'm going to rate it. I'm going to give this a Stone the Crows for the money. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. It looks good, it smells good, it tastes good. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.